What's up YouTube? It's TLM Jev. Welcome back to the channel. This is your first time being here. Just so great to have you. Today I'm going to be showing you how to run the 5-out offense. We've been running this offense for about 2 or 3 weeks now. We've gotten pretty good at it. I still think that as a whole the pick and roll is a better offense. Just going to put that out there right now. I think the spacing you have to work with at the top with the 3-point line in a pick and roll is just better. But with the 5-out you can make it work. I mean, we've seen Joe Knows and Laker Fan and their team absolutely run this 5-out stuff and be very, very good at it. I think what makes their 5-out offenses so good though is they have created things that make it better, whether it's plays, movement, just keep things to keep the defense guessing. I think it's very hard with a 6'8" or 6'9" PG to just consistently rely on drive and kick offense. I think that it's just too hard to get to the basket against good locks, especially on these big guards. I think they're going to kind of play you low. They're going to try to bait you into stupid shots. And that's definitely what I've seen on my 6'8" and my 6'9" player. Whenever I'm on my 6'1", it's just a totally different game. I feel like I don't really honestly need to call a ton of plays and movement aside from just like the occasional cut or this occasional pick and roll from Brady. Just like the small ball pick and roll. On the 6'1", I mean, no matter how good the lockdown is, it is just very hard to guard 95 acceleration with a 92 3-ball and silver limitless, silver posterizer, silver slithery. I mean, this guard that I'm playing on right now, it is my best PG by far. I love my 99 3-ball for the pick and roll, but this guard right here, the 6'1" that you're about to see me play on, I mean, I can do everything I need to do on the offense, and I'm such a small body frame. It's super hard to blitz me because they have to take so many steps to get a body on me that if they do that, I'm just dotting hash almost every time. You're going to see almost every game that I'm playing in a 5-out, I'm going to have 6, 7, 8 assists plus every game. It's just, for me, it comes very natural to dot people in a 5-out because a lot of it is just if they take a step off the corner to come try to guard the drive, I'm either dotting there or I'm dotting the hash. It's just the reads to me are very instinctual, they're very natural. In 2K20, this is kind of the offense we ran, was a 5-out. We haven't ran 5-out much in probably 2 years. We ran a little bit of 5-out earlier in the year, but I wasn't even running PG. That was Brady. It was fun. It just, at the time, I don't feel like we had the lineup that we do now. Now we've got an amazing lock and juice. We have an amazing center in Snoopy. I mean, we're just a very set, solid team now, so we can kind of run whatever we want and make it work, honestly. But I want to get into the gameplay. I'm not going to go over some things that can help you out. Just keep in mind that this video probably won't be over 10 or 15 minutes. I only have about 2 minutes of gameplay. The main point of this is just kind of to show you the things that I'm looking for as a PG. And keep in mind, you can run this offense with a 6'8", 6'9" guard. I mean, you see Joe Knows, probably one of the best guards or one of the best teams on Xbox right now doing it, and doing it at a very efficient level. To be honest, I'm not that good on the 6'8" yet. I need this small guard. I feel like I play much better. I'm more comfortable with the dribble moves. So you can run this with whatever though, 6'1", 6'3", 6'8", 6'9", whatever you're most comfortable with. You just need to have a good team around you to run the 5-out because spacing is just way harder to get in a 5-out than it is with a pick and roll. So just keep that in mind. Let's hop into the gameplay. I'm going to go over some tips. Alright, so I'm going to try to keep this quick and simple. I'm not going to spend too much time on each play. All I'm going to say about this play, this is pretty simple. At the beginning of the game, they didn't have their lock guarding me. And so until they switched that lock on me, I was just going to try to abuse this small guard, which I do here. I get the clamp breaker animation. Gives me an easy quick drop. Not much to that. If they ever have the other team's PG guarding you, who probably has anywhere between no defense and like 70-ish defense to 80 defense, you can abuse that really easy no matter what build you're on. Even if my build had like 70 to 80 defense with like silver clamps, perimeter defense, steal, there's just no reason that your PG should ever be guarding the ball. You want your 6'7" lock guarding the ball, period, point blank, no exceptions. Hall of Fame glove, gold glove, Hall of Fame gold challenger. I mean, you just want those badges on the PG at all times. So I took advantage of that very quickly. Right here, not much to talk about. This is just a little fast break bucket. I'm still reading the floor. We didn't score off the initial fast break, but this is what you have to do as a good team. This team was all out of sorts on defense. Against some of the better teams, they probably would already be in their spots. So this kind of stuff may not come as often against the better teams, but because they are out of position, I've got an easy pass to the corner here. Just an easy 3. Fast break points are so crucial no matter what offense you're running. Or defense you're running, I mean. Right here, this is something that me, Jordan, Brady, any of us can do. Whenever you're dribbling from the hash, these defenders here will want to play somewhere in this in-between zone, and same for him. He's kind of playing between both of us. He's favoring guarding Brady. He's favoring guarding Jordan. He wants to kind of help with this drive here. So all Jordan's got to look for is the second his body weight shifts towards this direction, that is an easy pass to me. I mean, he can't get back to that in time. My shot is too quick. So look for those kind of reads. Those are super easy buckets in a 5-out. Right here, this move, I'm going to skip back so I can fully show you. This move, the Russell Westbrook, it's so corny. It's so stupid. It's banned in the 2K league. Use this move. We're not playing in the 2K league. We're playing Discord matchups. We're playing Pro-Am. We're playing Rec. This is one of your best moves, whether you're on a 6'1", 6'3", 6'8", 6'9". Use this move. It's just such a bailout bucket, honestly. He was playing pretty good defense. I used the Westbrook. Get right by him. I mean, I use that three-point line. I use that at the free throw line. I use it close to the basket like that. I mean, you can use it to get open threes. You can use that move to get quick drops. You can use it to get people open in the corners. I mean, it's just, the move is that good. You should always be using it. And by the way, if you don't know how to use it, hold the sprint button, which is RT, and then up on the right stick one time. Just flick it up. You'll do the Westbrook. Probably one of the easiest moves to do in the whole game, and one of the best. It's insane. Right here. Late shot clock. I think my face cam is probably blocking this, if I remember correctly. But the time, there's about 6 seconds left. All I'm looking at the end of the shot clock for usually is whether it's either going to be a fade from me to this hash, and like I'll tell Jordan to cut, and I'll fade and shoot a hash from here. I'll fade and shoot from this spot. I can't talk. It's tough. I'm not good at it. But what I tell Jordan to do is cut, and I pass to the cut, which ends up working out. We score. But what I should have done, honestly, is told Jordan to cut and then dot the corner, because they both dropped with the cut. This is just kind of quick second split thinking, but you see he drops, he's still following the ball. If this pass comes from me to the corner, that's an open three. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't hurt us. We still scored, but we could have had 3 points instead of 2. I trust Snoopy to hit this shot 10 out of 10 times. He's a great shooter. Everyone on this team can shoot very well. I use Hall of Fame Dimer. I use Gold Floor General. All of them are great shooters anyways. I mean, you're combining 2 amazing playmaking badges with some of the best shooters on 2K. Take your open threes whenever you get them. I promise you that. Take your open threes. We scored. Doesn't matter. But take your open threes. Right here. Slash and takeover. Again, whenever I have the easy blow-bys, I'm just kind of looking to sauce up and cook. And it's just easy. Again, the dunk meter, I get knocked out of it, and it still goes in. That should not go in that often. I think if someone tries to go for a contact dunk and they get knocked out of it, I think that should just be a miss. It could be a foul. That's fine, but I don't think that these should be buckets like the way that they are. It is what it is. Another and one for us. I'll take it. Right here, the lock was being silly. He's being silly is what he's being. This is one of the easiest reads and one of your best reads to make against any team. Against the best defenses in the world, their rotations are going to be super crisp. They're not going to rotate every single time. They're going to make it tough on you to make reads. But against this team, I mean, look at this. Hang on, let me pause. So the corner is already showing me that he wants to drop on the drive. I don't really know what he's doing. I could have shot this right here, honestly. But Hash is wanting to drop to the corner. Corner's wanting to drop the guard ball. And the lock should be wanting to get all the way to this Hash. I don't know why he's playing so far over this way. But anyways, this is one of your easiest reads as a PG. Drive in. I already know where the corner wants to go. The second he's beat, which he was already beat, he just starts to drop to the corner. Drop to the paint. And then Hash is making his way to the corner. If I can skip another second, you see he's headed toward the corner now. These reads are something you have to live with and hit often. This is the way most teams are going to play against the 5-out. They're either going to play like this, or they'll run a 2-3, and they'll kind of just make you take tough shots between you 3 at the top. I think the 2-3 is actually a pretty good defense against 5-out. I think against the best shooters in the world, it can be very tough to run that kind of defense consistently. But we've played some very good Pro-Am teams that will play against us using a 2-3, and I mean, they can make it somewhat tough on us to get open shots. The spacing in this year's 2K, or well, any 2K, is always bad. There's no reason that a 2-3 should be able to guard a 5-out, but because the player models are so big and the court's so small, it actually works pretty well, and it's pretty good defense. But this is the way you'll see most Pro-Am teams play it, is they'll have the lock guard ball, they'll drop the corner to the paint, and then the hash will drop to the corner, and then the lock will switch over and guard the hash. Their rotation's too slow, it was too out of sync, the lock's nowhere near getting to this hash in time, so that's just an easy bucket right there. Not too tough of a read. Right here, tell Brady to come set me the pick and roll. We do this every now and again, not super often. I'm naturally a pick and roll guard. At least on this year's 2K. It's what I've ran most of the year. So every now and again, I'll throw it in to have Brady come set me a screen. Most of the time, it's because I'm looking for an easy 3 or a quick dot somewhere right here. Brady drops at the perfect time. He's open. But here's the thing. Again, against this team, they are rotating almost every time someone got open. So I knew that he's dropping. This pass from me could have been a little faster. It gives the corner time to get over here to guard. I'm sorry, it gives the hash defender time to come guard the corner. So at this point, honestly, I probably should have passed it to the hash. But it ends up working out. The corner goes, poor guy, he goes flying out of bounds, gives us the open 3. But again, against teams that are rotating every time, that is just the easiest reads in 2K to make for you. That is such easy points. Punish them for rotating every time. The best teams in the world, what we do on defense, we'll do, say, 2 or 3 possessions where we rotate every time, and then we may do just throw in 2 possessions where we don't rotate at all, or vice versa. Make it difficult for these guards to read. You don't want their reads to just be dot, 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 or dunk, 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 dunk. Make it, switch it up on them, make it tough for them, make it some tough reads for them. Alright, so right here, this is pretty simple. If you watch my How to Be a Comp Guard and Pro and Rec, if you haven't, I'm going to probably have it either somewhere on the screen right now, or it'll be in the description. Go watch that video. There's a lot of good tips and gems in there. But I talked about how important it is to just have people move around on the court. So I told Brady, once Snoopy gets set, cut to the basket. I'm either looking for a dot to the corner, or I'm looking for the pass to him. And in this case, it is just the simple pass to the cut. Easy movement, easy buckets. Take them whenever you get them. Super easy score. Right here, this is just the power of quick drops. 6'1", silver posterizer, silver slithery, silver limitless takeoff. Those 3 badges all work so well in tandem. I mean, there's no reason that a 6'1" guard should be dunking over 2 people like this, but quick drops are just that good and that overpowered of an animation. It's so corny. It really is. It's so corny, but we gotta abuse it. Gotta do what we gotta do. Right here, again, easy dot. The corner just rotates and drops on almost anything. I mean, I haven't even fully beat the lock at this point. Let me show you again. Whenever I pass this ball, I haven't even beat the lock yet. The lock is not beat at this point. See, he's playing this really well. He's playing. He's there. He's guarding that. He's guarding this spot. Like, I don't think I'm getting a blow by or a drive here yet. But the corner is so antsy to come guard the paint that I just strung it to the corner and make people pay for making mistakes like that. It's your job as a PG is to punish people for being out of position. Right here, I could kind of tell that he was really wanting to guard this drive. He kept sinking to that free throw line. I have a 92 3-ball with gold limitless range on this build, which is what makes it extra deadly. The second they drop to this level, I can shoot it from basically anywhere along this area. So, punish people for sinking like that. On my 6'8", 6'9", my shot's a little bit slower, and my dribble moves aren't as fluid, so I'm not super comfortable taking these shots yet, but I'm sure that a lot of you have been playing with 6'9s all year. Whenever they sink to this free throw line, shoot that shot every time. Even with silver limitless range or an 85, 89 3-ball, that's your shot. Pull that, 1000%. Again, I'm kind of just dancing with the lock, making them think. Easy blow by. Another quick drop. That's just the bread and butter of this kind of offense. Take those 2 points whenever you get them. Alright, so right here, this is a nice, easy, fun play to make as a small guard. I see that the corner hasn't been filled yet. Snoopy's still making his way over there. So I didn't even tell him anything. I just decided to just try to make this play real quick before he got there. Because if he, for some reason, made it there in time, or if the lock guarded it, I could just run back up and reset the offense again. But on a small guard, I mean, you have so much speed. He's cold. I just run and shoot a fade. I mean, that's just such a hard thing to guard. Small guards have been doing it all year long. 6'1", 6'3", Hall of Fame. I mean, some guards have Hall of Fame Agent 3. For me, I've got Gold Agent 3, Gold Blinders, Gold Limitless Range, all that stuff. I mean, I can just run and shoot a fade at basically any point in the game I want to. Especially if they're sitting there holding LT, they're real slow. I mean, that is just such an easy bucket to get. Faders, I mean, there's an argument to be made that maybe faders are not good for 2K, but I think that the way defense is played with how shots speed up and how much ghost contest you get, I think having the ability to fade like that for now is healthy for the game. If they would make defense more balanced, meaning like clamps was a little bit better, ghost contests were gone, you actually had to put your hands up, that kind of stuff. Like if it was more balanced in the pick and roll, I think that fades should probably be gone. But while they're here and while they're so good, take advantage of those, especially on your small guard. I mean, even 6'9" can go shoot fades with the Tyler Hero or whatever. I mean, there's some really good fade animations for these tall players as well. So definitely use those. Add them to your bag. Very good moves. Very good shots. This was just funny. I'm only throwing this in because it's funny. This guy was trying to set charges on me all game long. I don't really know what the plan was. It never worked, not one time. And right here, he tries to set a charge, and I do the Westbrook, and it knocks him down. And they get a wide open 3. This is not something you can ever count on for your offense. I just thought this was hilarious. That he tried to set a charge on me. He tried this so many times in this game, and it punished him extra bad. I mean, it punished him almost every time, but this was terrible. Just gets knocked to the floor, open 3. I mean, hilarious. Fourth quarter shot. Too funny. Right here. Again, this should not go in, but I have Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, Silver, Fearless Finisher, I've got my Slashing Takeover, they knock me out of my dunk meter and the ball still goes in the hoop. That can't go in, but that's why easy blow-bys is so good. Go for the contact dunk, and if you miss it, or if they knock you out of it, it's probably still going in the basket. Take advantage of the cheese, man. It's not our fault, it's 2K's fault. Take advantage of it. Another crazy dunk with easy blow-bys. I know a lot of this is just me dunking on people, but what I really want y'all to take out of this is the earlier part of this video with those reads to the corner and the hash. But a lot of 5-out is this on the small guard. I mean, it's just dunking. Is that it? I think that I might do another video on my taller player, because I think offense for us, whenever I'm on my taller player, is harder by a pretty decent margin. I don't get as many of these just quick, easy blow-bys because I'm not as fast. But on the small guard, I mean, if y'all haven't tried a 5-out as a small guard yet, you should try it. It is so much fun. It's so hard for the locks to keep up. I mean, you could play with 85, 95 acceleration. I mean, you don't need a super crazy 3-ball. You probably don't even need a 92 like me. You could probably go with like an 89 or so to get that gold Agent 3s and gold blinders. And then still have really good slashing. I mean, I think my player has an 86, 87 driving dunk with 22 finishing badges. So, I mean, he's just very versatile. It's super hard to guard these small guards. We've played with a couple of locks on our team that they talk about. They've said it themselves. They're like, whenever I have to guard a tall player in the 5-out, it's not that tough. Whenever I have to guard one of these small 6'1" PGs, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work real hard all game, and it's just very hard to play defense against them. So give it a try. If you haven't already spent your life savings on 2K, which is not hard to do since builds are like $2,000 a piece, just to upgrade your mid-range, make a 6'1" PG for the 5-out. You'll have some fun, I promise you that. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed the tips. Hope you learned something. As you can see, we do win 71-55. For some reason, the score flips. I don't know why it does that. Just a little visual glitch. But 71 points in a Pro-Am game, it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Most teams score anywhere from like 45 to 60 points in Pro-Am games. At least whenever you're talking about like two very good teams playing against each other. So it kind of just shows the testament to how well our offense played this game. Again, I don't think this is like one of the absolute top 10 teams we've played all year, but they were pretty good. I mean, I think this was a Discord matchup if I remember correctly. So it's, at the very least, it's a team that's looking to play against the best comp and wanting tough matchups. So we win that game pretty handily. Our defense played pretty good. Holding them to 55 points is not super bad. Anything below 60, 50 points, something like that is about, like I said, it's about the norm for Pro-Am. Scoring is very hard to come by in this comp Pro-Am stuff. It's not like Rec where you may see 150 points drop sometimes. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed the tips. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, leave some comments. 21st century, we know how YouTube works. Help your boy out. TLM Jev, and I'm out. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.